Hello everyone. Today we're going to do something very important, very dear to my heart. This is how to scale the website, how to build the website so scalable that you can just take off to the moon. So today we're going to suggest that. Have you ever wondered how can I do more content, publish more pages, and doing all the stuff that I want to do to bring me scale with my limited resources? Have you ever wondered how to build a website that is so easy to manage, that's very quick and efficient, and yet bring you a lot of power and efficiency because it's structured the right way. This is the key. So I'm going to show you what we did for StartDev Digital, one of the top 100 US marketing agency. And yeah, I think that's a great example, and it probably worked for you as well. So I wanted to show you what we did and how it could work for you, so you can just vision it, and maybe I can help you too. And if I don't, that's okay. But I want you to scale. So that's what we're here. And if you're ever thinking, oh, I don't have the competence, that's the exact reason why we built this. If you're thinking, oh, I have I don't have the time, I have so limited resources. This is the very reason to do it because it's very lean. I mean, we will really try. So I'll show you and you can make your own mind on it. And I'm really excited for it. So think about it. There's all those big corporations. So let's take Kajabi, for example, which is selling on which did over $1 billion in sales for other people courses. So they're a software company. And yet they're using the same tool, the Webflow, and they're going 90% faster to market. Think about it, 90% faster to market. What would I mean for you? For a year, that's cool. For 2 years, that's awesome. 10 years, like you would take off like a rocket. And that's why. Same for Lemis, big emailing companies. They have among the greatest engineer you can find, and yet there is a Webflow to go faster and having this technology. Because if you couldn't do everything you wanted to do with your website, with your marketing, and really bring you up to speed faster, it was not your fault. You were using the wrong technology, like people on WordPress. I'll also show you a video who switched from WordPress to Webflow and just did so much more. So let's get into it. What did we do for StartDev Digital? What we did, three things. So what we did for him is building the right structure with naming and just the way it's built. Second, how we made it so accessible for everybody to use it, so anybody on the team and marketing team can use it and actually do great stuff in no time. And the third was building crazy database and control panel for them. So let's start really basic. If you're thinking, oh, my team don't have the skills, I don't have the skill, how can I do it? So very basic. To manage the whole website, the only thing you have to do is you're on your website and you tap the edit. You enter and you just have to connect and poof, you're here. And only thing you have is this like kind of bar at the bottom, no crazy interface. And what you can do here is already pretty powerful to give you all the control you need. So for example here, okay, I already did this video, so I changed the text, but here you can change any text on the website just by clicking on it. Up at the bottom here, you get publish changing. There you go. Straight click, you just change the text without even knowing what HTML or CSS mean. Crazy, right? So I think it's free. Same for the images. You want to change the logo of Hotspot, you just click here, you choose, you publish. That's all. That's all there is to it. The thing and thing that is pretty powerful. So here you can manage and change the content on all pages. The thing and thing you can do is manage database. So we already built database just for you, so you can create pages with form and have this dynamic content. So let me show you what I mean. Here, for example, here's case study that so it's just them content here. But what they did for them, so they just have to fill in the form. What's the brand name? What's the URL? And we just put help text to, for example, here was the highlight exam organic traffic. So that's example 25%. We just try to guide them. You just have to fill out the form while being guided. And so here they did this, here they did this, here they did this. Just fill out the form. Oh, what do we did for that? We did landing pages. We did ad creative. And you just have to publish. And here, for example, this is the toggle, meaning do I want to display this on the home page? And if you click on yes, it's going to be displayed just here. So you can even choose to remove or add some content without touching the code just by switching the toggle. Because we filter it the right way for you to be easy to use. And so once this is done, and you can add job post, everything we just figure out what's the right thing you need for your efficiency for a company. It's much more than marketing. Like job posting, you could do every operation. We try to streamline it and having this wonderful workflow. So without getting into the weeds, what it does. It's once you go to work, here, this is all the content that we created from the form. We didn't collect anything, and here we choose. So we choose website result, landing page, ad creative, here by the number, 300%. Here's a testimonial. And this is all content that we add previous to it, and we not, it's just like generated from a form. Hope that makes sense. So that's the first thing, the editor. You can modify and create new pages and update the content release. Second thing is the structure we use. So we use naming for the classes. So here, container padding, and we also use a proper container div structure. So I'll explain what it is. So for example, if you have like drawers on the wall and you put all your items into one bucket, like you will have a hard time to find it, right? So what we did, we just separate your items and with different categories on it. So here's just one category, one category, one category. So every item, you know what it does, and we document everything, so it's pretty fast for you to go up to speed. And you don't have to like look, click everywhere, and it's named properly. So you get all the documentation. At first, maybe seems like this, but here's the container, and that's all there is to it, a container. No hidden properties. Here's the padding, so all there is the padding. Then the text align center. What does it mean? The text is align center. And here, for example, text size medium. So we name them, so it's not like coding stuff and you need us or you need somebody who has like brain mind to do it. It's pretty straightforward. So for example, text size large. I just type text size large, and here you go. It is 1.5. Text size small. It's small. And crazy. Text color purple. It's purple. That's all there is to it. So we structure in the waterfall so you can just unfold and see what it is at every stage and make a specific change without having to know and try to dig into it. Know the big stuff. So that was the first thing. Know the big stuff. Is the comment center. So here what we specific. So here's the second secret sauce, the control panel. So we put every style here, and it's quite time consuming for you to be able to edit everything. And we're building this documentation, so everything you're saying, oh, how can I do this? Just have this 3 minutes video to get you up to speed if you ever forget or you get something new on the team. You get your spatial training, which is quite fast. And if you get any trouble, we make on-site video for you to just make what you want. So what does the control panel do? What it does is it takes every element of the website here, and because we build it with consistent naming and consistent variables, you can change everything from here. So for example, if you want to change the roundness of a button, you can just change it from here and it will have it everywhere. So I already made this video. We're going to do it again. If I want to bring a component, for example here, a hero section. Got it. That's weird. we put hero section just here. What we can do here, we built a specific component library just for you that you can see here and just use, that is branded specifically to you, and we custom made the component for your marketing, so you can build any landing pages just by drag and dropping. And then once you drag and drop, because this is the more advanced stuff, and we make it so easy as we can, and we still developing the stuff, so it's even more easy. So first step, you drag and drop what you want, heroes, simple. So let's imagine this is the beginning or the landing page of yours. You, on your right here, you can just modify the text you want. So here, love on everybody. And it just changed just like that. You don't have to go into complicated stuff, the coding, the padding. Everything should be here. For example, you want to redirect the link of the CTA to this page. Up, this is done. You want to change the subheading to this, the heading title to Hello World. This is done. You want to change the text of the CTA. Hello Love, combination. There you go. And you get your component changed in a second. You can change the image as well. You can change every bit of it without getting into the codes and just drag and drop it. And you can go so much faster with this. This is cheat code. This is fucking cheat code. And here you can modify everything on the website with just one change, as I showed you with the button. Here I changed the button, right? And it will affect all the class that got button. So here, notice what it does. Just here, it modified all the button. So I can have a consistent styling across the whole website and changing just with one change. If I want all the H1 to go bigger, I can change it here. I want to change the main color. I don't know why, either rebranding, whatever it might be. And it will change everywhere on the website. So you can make change across the whole website in just a second without having technical knowledge. We give you the ability to have the whole website up to date, always consistent to your branding. And you can also create new pages, special branded component, and just double click and change the text and the color however you want, fully personalized, pre-built for you. So you're just like in a matrix, I don't know. So we try to do as much as we can before, so it's easy for you. If you just have that, would it be worth it? I mean, just having the capability to edit all the content of the website very fairly without having to connect to a complicated interface, WordPress, I don't know, this kind of stuff. You can be in full control of your marketing and having anybody who's not technical, who doesn't even know what HTML or CSS mean, being in full control and execute your marketing plan. Just that, would that be useful to you? And again, would that be worth it to you? Would that be useful for you if you can just build new pages in minutes instead of days? Instead of days of taking components, trying to figure everything out. Well, here we pre-build it just for you, for your brand. Just drag and drop and change everything you need. And again, modify everything from just one created style that we built here for you. So we took Webflow and we skyrocket the possibilities as much as we could. So just with that KGB, go 90% faster to market. Like imagine going 90% faster to market for 1 year. This is cool. For 2 years, for 5 years, 10 years. 10 years going 2 times faster to market than your competition. Would that be useful? I really believe it is. That's why we really believe that speed in business is really important and crucial factors, along with differentiation that we bring with design. And we really want to give you this speed and uniqueness to you guys, because I think it's so crucial. Like if you spend just 1 week trying to change when other people do it in 1 week, say, or 1 month, I think it made a hell of a difference. So that's really what we try to bring. It power to your marketing team and efficiency without needing to be technical and just having this speed and this control. that I think is really valuable for a lot of startups. So the last thing that I want to speak about is documentation and workflow. So because once we get you up to speed on Notion, we give you a full documentation for everything that you need to understand. It'll take 2 hours at max, and you can just share this with anybody. So you bring them up to speed to your system and how to do your branding. You also get a style guide if we did branding together. So they just get this guide on your system, on design, also on your brand, what to do, what not to do, and everything, so you can just get people in and get faster. The second thing is workflow. So what do I mean by that? The same way we build dynamic content for StartDev, what we did is they needed a lot of testimonial. They needed a lot of job posts. So we built dynamic content that they can just fill a form and create a new page, and also take those one and put them into other page without coding. For example, do you remember the toggle? When they click the toggle, it's just display on the home page. And they can do this with pretty much everything, every one of them, so they can manage this in a blink. That's something, that's something we could also do for you. Just knowing what's the operation you're doing. What is this that you take the most time with, and what can we automate? For example, the second the form is submit, we can send an email for them, we can add them to HubSpot, we can just connect everything that you got and trying to bring this efficiency so you don't have to do things manually, and just trying to create the structure when everything is as much as automated as possible. For example, once you get a form, just send a Slack message to your sales guy. We could do anything you want to connect your website to your marketing operation. So just smooth it out, and you just have to execute and go faster, skyrocket to the moon. So let's check it back. This is a $25 million bank, as far as I know, and they use Webflow. What happened? Check it out. They spend 40% less time on creating page and updating them as well. 2.5 more page speed, because from the test we did with a different platform, Webflow is a really good one of them, and we see SEO optimization across the board, and it's also way easier to manage your SEO. Because what's the real issue with SEO? Is that it's so time consuming. You got it there, on page, meta, you got a lot of stuff to do. But in your Webflow, we can really centralize it, so you can have a world-class SEO at your fingerprint with just a few lines, and it will also give you the prompt, so you can do everything. So that's for bank. Also, like Kashibi, let's check out Kashibi. They help earn billions through more powerful website experience and Webflow. 90% faster to market. 90% faster. Like that's crazy. That's crazy, and that's not the only one. Here, Ubidio, who was on WordPress before and gained 85% speed to market. Guys, this is it. This is the speed. That's what we're trying to give you here. It's already Webflow, but we just try to take it next level for you guys and building all this architecture that's not native to really give you the strength of it. So you get already the power of no code and Webflow. We just like decouplate it. So that's would be 95, 85% faster to market. Guys, it'd be 90% faster to market, and there's a lot of it, but we're running out of time. So that's everything I had to say. Just we're trying to give you power to edit and take full control of your marketing. That's something that makes a lot of difference from people we work with. We're trying to give you the speed so you can just execute it, and all the executing all this idea that you had in your head, you can just get them really faster. Because what really stops people is that they, and me, is that I have resources and I can't do it because it takes so much time. So that's really dear to my heart, that you can like do the stuff that you want to do, because just take more time, and now you can do it way easier. And the last thing I wrote down, stand out with design and also with your capabilities to launch faster and grow faster than competition. So I hope I kind of clarify what we do here. Proper structure, naming, classes, control panel, so you can do everything you want from one single stuff with your brand, your guidelines, and the component libraries and animation libraries for you to just drag and drop and having this killer website in a few minutes. Like your landing page, people who do ads love that a lot. And yeah, it's just you have this future-proof website that you won't need to like change because it's updated or whatever. So yeah, peace.